Once again, we say good evening to you, good morning, good afternoon, and welcome wherever you find yourself tonight. You following, you live and beaming on our screen from Liberia. You are beaming on our screen from Liberia on Blaze Communications Network Incorporated. And we are, of course, of our own time here in Liberia. We have roughly 27 minutes past 9 o'clock tonight here in Liberia. Whatever the time is across Liberia in your country, again, we say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. We will shortly get across the counties to talk and speak with our correspondents who's going to feed us in with information coming from these counties. So, folks, we say welcome to Blaze Communications Network again. And my name is Benjamin Brooks. Welcoming you tonight. First and foremost, let me say many thanks to Sheku Lansanan Sapewa Koroma for allowing me to take the shift tonight. And our panelists will be joining us as well to get along with the presentation tonight. So let's see if we can try to cut across the counties and speak to our correspondents. So firstly, let's try to link up with my Gibi County. Let's try to link up with my Gibi County. And we will be speaking with Benson Mate Moko. Benson Mate Moko will be joining us from my Gibi County. And we understand that there are some unfolding situation within my Gibi County when it comes to the health sector in the county there. Let's hope to connect with Benson from my Gibi County, who's going to talk to us tonight and fill us in with the necessary information coming in from my Gibi County. Benson Martin Moko is our correspondent there in Maigibi County, which is just next to Montserrado County. So we are trying to do our possible best and connect with Benson Martin Moko to join us from Maigibi County. So it seemed to be that uh, we are not perfectly getting him. We are not going through to get Benson. So let's go to Maryland County. We go over to Maryland County, and Maryland County, we pick up with Mark Nyimpa. Mark Nyimpa will fit us in from Maryland County, far from the southeast of Liberia. Far from the southeast of Liberia to join us from Maryland County. And we hope he can speak to us from Preble, or probably from Harper City itself, or one of the cans. You know, we have the Soto can, the Solid can, the Kilele can, all in Maryland County. So we just hope that Mike Nyipan can speak with us from Maryland County tonight as we beam on your screen. Blaze Communications Network Incorporated. So we are making every effort to get Mike Nyipan. And okay, we have Mark Rogers from Kipman County. We have Mike. Good evening.
Good evening, Seku. Good evening to everyone.
Yeah, Mike, this is not Sheku tonight. This is Benjamin Brooks.
Oh, Benjamin, what's up, man? How's it with you?
God money us.
That's it. That's it.
How is Grand Cape Mount tonight?
Cape Mount is okay, Benjamin. We are doing fine.
All right. Specifically, which part of Grand Cape Mount we having you from?
I am in Sinje Gaula District, Grand Cape Mount County.
Okay. All right. Not to take up much time with you, Mike. Let's hear from you tonight. What's the latest coming up from Grand Cape Mount?
Well, the latest from Cape Mount, there are a series of activities. Yesterday, flooding. We talked about flooding in Ravensport, especially at the Kutam community, making a lot of people homeless, displaced people. The flood from the Atlantic Ocean. The ocean is taking over the community, so people were made homeless. As we speak up to present, they were able to move from the community, go in the town. It's Ravensport is the capital. So this is one of the issues from Cape Mount. And the next one, the Bear Mountain Company has come up with statement, press releases. This is two different press releases. One, that they cannot continue operation in the Matamo corridor for now because of risks. So you can remember this gun protest. One of their forehand roller was set at place, so they have ceased operation in the Matamo corridor. And in fact, a second press releases saying that what the protesters are calling for Jeba Island, the country manager replacement, under no condition, they will not compromise that. They are not going to compromise that. They still enjoy the company of Jeba Island. So this is what they are saying. But the protesters, tomorrow they will be moving to the Capitol building. Yesterday, they were moving around, getting signatures of over 10,000 Cape Martinians to present it to the Cape Mount lawmakers tomorrow, the Cape Mount caucus tomorrow at the Capitol building, still saying firm that Jeba Island, who is the country manager of the company, should leave. So this is what they continue to express.
Do the press release from the company, does it have any part on the county currently as we speak? What is the citizen considering there with the press release?
Well, for the issue of the press release, especially at the Matamo corridor where they are expressing about the issue of risks and the reason why they are shutting down for that area, they will not continue going to work, is that they will just get people out of job, those that were already doing some work with them. They may not be certified, but the fact of the matter is that the people are having a protest to make sure that the right thing is done so that the company and the community can go into a memorandum of understanding. So before they carry on, but with the press release coming out this evening for the company, it is shocking. People don't expect it to go that way. But the matter is in the hands of the government. It's in the hands of the county caucus. And they will be able to address it like tomorrow. The protesters are going again to the Capitol building. Perhaps this issue will also be looked into because we've gone barely over almost a week now. Since the 27th, since the 28th and the 29th, the incident happened. We gone barely a week plus now. Government came in, they intervened, but we haven't had any funding to these issues. So this is what bringing all of these messages coming from the company's standpoints.
Are the people moving normally within the county? Talking about people doing their farming, their normal business and other issues, other things. Are they moving normally?
Oh yes, people are moving normally, carry on their farming activity, unless one of the districts they are complaining of people harassing their children at night. He has some guys, we're talking about the Matamo corridor. Some towns around, we're talking about almost about 6 to 7 towns in the Matamo corridor are complaining that they had 2 guys in the bushes every night. they come out in the night and start harassing girl children, especially when they are coming from the farm. So this have raised some fear among the citizens in that part of Cape, in this part of Cape Mount, and that of the Matambo corridor. So if you say whether people moving freely, that's the only area that they have expressed some reservation of harassment on their girl children. But unless other areas, people are moving freely, going to their normal, doing their normal businesses. Except this is the 5 month now. People don't keep town like before in on their farm. Like this is 5 months. They come home at a very early time.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us tonight from Grand Cape Mount County, and we hope to get you another time.
Thank you so much for and we always on the standby for information. Thank you.
Good having you tonight from Grand Cape Mount County. That's Mark Rogers speaking to us from Grand Cape Mount County. He had us informed about situation with the company, the BA Mountain Company, releasing 2 press releases to the county there. Thank you so much, Mark. And we try to go over to Bapulu. Let's see we can get over to Bapulu. Bapulu County, we have Henry Boluma. Henry Boluma, we expect to have Henry Boluma to join us from Bapulu County tonight to fit us in. Henry Boluma is our correspondent to speak to us from Bapulu County on the Blaze Communications Network Incorporated. Beam me on your screen from Liberia tonight, and of course we again welcome all of you joining us. You can equally share our presentation wherever you are tonight. Let's see. All right, we just received my Gibi County, Benson Martin Moko. Benson, good evening.
Well, good evening, Sheku, and good evening to the people of Liberia. Thanks for joining me from my Gibi.
Anyway, I won't hold you guys responsible tonight, but this is Benjamin Brooks hosting you guys tonight. Welcome.
Wow, thanks. It's been a pleasure being here tonight, and the voice on screen, but anyway.
Okay, Marty, welcome. How is my Gibi County?
Well, my Gibi is good, and we are here, owing to the fact that we are in the dry season and the heat, most especially the heat, not within my Gibi, but the entire country, the heat is not easy. So we are like bearing it with the heat and hoping that we are with the rain season sooner.
Are you speaking to us tonight from the heart of Kak City or parts of my Gibi?
I'm in the heart of Kak City, the capital city of my Gibi County.
Okay, let's hear from you tonight. What's the update, the latest? My Gibi County.
Well, like I posted in the chat room, there is information concerning an 18-year-old boy named Abel Fopper, who's allegedly killed a 24-year-old man in District 4, Magibi County. Currently, as we speak, Abel Fopper and his team was on few days ago, went to District 4 in Bassaterre, where they went to celebrate a wakekeeping, a night of wakekeeping. And Abel, his colleague, based on the information gathered from Abel, who is currently in police custody, Abel had a talk show with the guy in question, the guy who is dead today. And according to Abel, they had a riot based on the misunderstanding. Abel, according to he took a scissor and took the guy in question with the scissor, and today he's dead. But according to Abel, he was not the one who did the killing, but two of his friends was the one who did the killing. But currently, as we speak, they are in police custody following investigation, and that will be taken to the police station for court trial. But according to information, this issue about Abel killing the guy in question, I'm forgetting his name tonight, but I'll get his name sooner. But the guy in question who Abel allegedly killed was a resident of Basseltown in District 4, Margibi County. And two of his friends were on the run a few days ago, and they were arrested by the Liberia National Police in District 5, Margibi. In District 5, Margibi. And currently, they are being turned over to the Kakata Police, and they are here behind bars and awaiting further investigation.
Maybe I didn't get you clear, but what sparked up the situation that led to Abel being accused of stabbing the victims?
According to Abel, he and his team, fellow police, went on this waykeeping in Basseltown in District 4. And when they were on the waykeeping, they had Abel had a conversation with this guy in question at the waykeeping. But unfortunately, after they heard and pulled with the conversation, according to Abel, they left the scene of the waykeeping and went to an unknown area where a riot stuck up between Abel and Franklin Dako. This issue happened between he and Franklin Dako, who is dead today. When they left the scene of the waykeeping, according to area, when they went, Franklin told him that, Abel, what you did to me on the waykeeping, you cannot do it here, because what you did to me, you said so a whole lot of things to me. Based on that, if you just say what you said during the waykeeping, I will do something to you. All of a sudden, holding things to one another, a spark of riot, and they got into a fight. And unfortunately, Abel stabbed Franklin on the arm of Franklin, and today Franklin is dead. According to the police, there was a team set up, a 15-man jury team set up, and they went through the investigation. There was a foul play by the body was tampered with. So 4 of them are being hold fast to the police. The police are hold fast to 4 of them, and currently they are bars and awaiting court trial.
According to you, the friends are being accused by Abel committing an act. Are they consenting to what Abel is saying?
Come again?
The friends, according to you, Abel is denying that he didn't carry on the act.
Mm-hmm.
And accusing his friends in the process.
Yeah, according to the friends, they have said that they were involved in the riot, but they are denying the allegation level against them by Abel, that they were not involved with the juking of the late Frankie, but they were involved with the talk show, the use of words against one another, but they were not involved in taking harmful substance or harmful tools to strike Abel and Frankie rather, what I feel. But according to Abel, his friends were the one who did the killing. But according to his friends are saying they are not the one. So that's where we are now with the holding and pulling about who did the act and who are not involved with the act committed.
Are their families involved?
Yeah, the deceased family are getting involved, and according to them, they are awaiting the investigation and they want justice to prevail from the Liberia National Police and also with the court issue, because they have said, according to the family of the late Franklin, if nothing can be done, you have to stage a protest that will raise the national government concern on the timely death of Franklin in Basseltown in District 4, Margibi County. Okay.
Any other thing?
Well, nothing much to be said, but Margibians are like waiting the appointment of President Joseph Numa Boakai for some source in the of Margibi County to surface within his government. Accordingly, like I said before, there are a lot more concern from Margibians that they voted President Joseph Numa Boakai overwhelmingly, but since then they are seen to be left out, based only on to the fact that all of the major appointments have been made, holding to the fact that they have not seen any of their sons and daughters in higher positions within the government of President Joseph Numa Boakai. So there are a lot more concern here from citizens, more especially those die-hard Unity Partisans, those key stakeholders within the Unity Party here in Margibi County.
All right, Benson, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and it's been a wonderful time together.
Thank you very much, Benjamin. You will now be on the platform this evening.
Wonderful of you. All right, that's Benson Mate Moko, our correspondent of Maigibi County, just next door to Montserrado County, fitting us in with information of Maigibi County. And a little boy there who went on starving a fellow and in a talk show with a CISA, according to information we gathered from Benson tonight, and that situation is in the hands of the police. So let's go over to Ramsey Clark. Ramsey Clark is from Bon County tonight. Ramsey, good evening and welcome.
Good evening and good evening to all those listening.
All right, Ramsey, how is Bon County tonight?
Bon County is fine, just that we are experiencing a damp pool at the moment, but it is ceasing.
Okay. So specifically, where are you coming in from in Bon County? Banga?
I'm speaking to you from Banga, the capital of Bon County.
Okay. Let's have the latest update from Bon County from your end.
Okay, the focus person for mental health in Bonk, Dakamukoli, he says,
Hello? Ramsey? Oh,
he has observed this because in one person who have been conducting survey is a focus person for mental health in the country, so he usually conducts survey. So as part of his survey conducted, you observe that the females are becoming more, they have increased as compared to the male. And he attributed this to poverty and peer pressure. He said, many of the females who we interview, many of them who were in a ghetto, when he interviewed them, what they did was, some of them, parents are now rich, some of them are grabbing or poverty. So as a result, they get engaged into prostitution. So as part of coping with the stress of that activity, they take in drugs. Due to the constant consumption of the illicit drugs, they have now become addicts. So they are in a ghetto, they cannot go home. And some of them were introduced or initiated into the hobby by friends, because some of their friends were into the hobby, and what they told them was consuming the drug were beneficial. So they have to join them, and as a result of that, they are all in the ghetto. So those were two things he pointed to as major factors for the initiation of female to drugs.
What are some women groups doing there? Is there any women group within the county responding to such a situation?
There are other groups in the country. What they are saying, what they are saying is that the government should invest into mental health. They should invest, more into rehabilitation to see how best they can rehabilitate, females who are into the constant use of drugs. Because many of the females who are into the use of drugs, some of them have decried their condition. They are not happy being they are not happy taking substances. Some of them have decried their condition, going, and then due to the way they are being vulnerable to abuses and other form of violence, so they are not happy. And what they are doing at the moment is that to call national government, because they cannot do this alone. They are calling national government for support, so that they can rehabilitate all of the people who are into drugs and wanting to come out of drugs.
All right, with the issue of drugs, hearing that women are involved into consuming the substance, is the LDA, what is the level of their work within the county?
The LDA, they have been very vibrant and robust when it comes to handling drugs. There was a barrack as is being referred to by the disadvantaged youths, called the Kampala Barrack, where usually a sample to take in those different substances. So prior to the Christmas festival, the LDA in collaboration with other security apparatus, they went there and so they are not there. They are not there at the moment. Some of them have gone different areas, but this is not the solution to hindering this issue. So the people are calling on national government as part of effort to handle this issue. They should see our best to rehabilitate the people, because if you are going to raid the area they sleep or the area they sample, they will leave from there and go to the community. When they are in the community, they hamper the movement, the free movement of pedestrians and peaceful citizens in that community. So they are saying this is not the solution, though it is part of effort to handle the issue of drug. But what should be a major concern at the moment is rehabilitation and reintegration.
Okay. With our Muslim brothers and sisters in the county, how is it like for them when it comes to observing the fast and prayer, Ramadan? Ramsey? Okay, we just hang up with Ramsey there from Bon County. Bon County is in central Liberia. Ramsey is our correspondent from Bon County and that part of Liberia, of course, central Liberia, joining us with information on the Blaze Communications Network Incorporated tonight. And I still making our way through to get our correspondent, Montserrato. We have Henry Manon there. We hope to be getting him as well tonight. We have Musa of Grand Bassa County. Let's hope we can get Musa tonight to join us from Grand Bassa County, the home of the Bassa people. And we're doing everything possible to see how best we can get our guys from across the counties tonight here on the presentation. This is the Blaze Communications Incorporated, Network Incorporated rather. And today's Monday, of course, in Liberia. And our time here, on our side here in Liberia, we have our time here roughly 5 minutes up to 10 o'clock. It's about 9:55 in Liberia. So wherever you're joining us from across Liberia, again, good morning to you, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to tonight's presentation. My name is Benjamin Brooks, sitting in tonight, Sheku Lasanan Sapewa Koroma, afforded me the time and the opportunity to be here and run things together with you out there. So we ask that you can share the broadcast, right? You can share the broadcast wherever you are and have a wonderful time with us. So we're still running our way through to get our correspondent, and we hope to be joining our panelists as well subsequently in our presentation. We hope to be joining our panelists who will be coming in for further discussion. So again, and as soon as our panelists join us, it's going to be a splendid time with them where we discuss some national issues on the platform.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished colleagues. We recognize the presence of the President pro tempore of the Senate, Senator Lawrence. We want to welcome all of you to this confirmation hearing of the Liberia Broadcasting System Director General Designate, Eugene L. Fagon. Today being Monday, March 11, 2024. and at about this time in the Senate chamber. We will have opening prayer, administering of the oath by the sergeant at arms, welcome remark will be done by the designee of the committee. Self-introduction will be done by members of the committee and other distinguished senators. The nominee will present his statement, the vision statement. Thereafter, we have interaction. The senators will ask the nominee, and the nominee will answer. Thereafter, there will be closing statement by the designee of the committee. The nominee will then be discharged from honor oath, and there will be benediction to close the day. So once again, welcome, Mr. Nominee. Welcome. And we begin this hearing. Opening prayer. Brief, short, sweet.
We want to be good. We want to be grateful to God. This afternoon, today is a tough day for me because I think I've preached more than 4 different times, 4 different hearings today. So we just use one of the same scripture to just conclude today with this devotion. I'll let you read John chapter 21, verse 16. Again, Jesus said, Simon, son of John, do you truly love me? He answered, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. Jesus said, take care of my sheep. Mr. Director Designate, do you truly love Liberia? Do you truly love Liberia? If you truly love Liberia, then we pray and hope that you will take care of that national radio station the best way, with great integrity, with great honesty, so that the Liberian people will receive from that station that which they will have yearned for more than 6-7 years. I hope that your leadership will be a different one to bring a great change. Take care of that radio station the best way. If that can be done, when you think Liberia, when you love Liberia, then you will build that station to a capacity that people will ever remember your legacy if you are designated. May God bless you to do so. May God help you to do so. Let's pray. Father, thank you for these great men of our time, our head at the gate. Lord, I know today is a headed day for them because they have been carrying all around with just deep devotion. So help them in such a time, oh God, that your grace will sustain them to do so with great honor. In Jesus' name we pray.
Thank you. We will now welcome remark by Senator Jonathan Borchester of Riverside County, the co-chair of the vice chair of this committee.
So let me need to call my name, go in the please.
No, sir.
So you got me. So let me say a very big welcome to you and your family of supporters, friends in the back. You're all welcome to our chambers. This hearing is about getting to understand the suitability of the nominee to this position. And so we'll all do it together while you're here and we'll make that decision as the committee moving forward. You're welcome, Mr. Nominee.
Thank you, Mr. Master. Distinguished colleagues. We have a prayer rule here. To those in the gallery, no clapping, no booing.
Uh, okay. Okay, welcome, ladies
Good evening,
and gentlemen. Uh,
Mr. Jiru.
I don't know what.
Your
Okay,
network.
so can you hear me?
Clara. I just got you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're coming in bit by bit.
Can you hear me?
You're coming in bit. Yeah, I'm getting you bit by bit. But your video is stable. Your video is crashing.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. It's not working perfectly.
Okay, so
Yeah, your video is troubling. Very troubling. But I'm quite aware you are getting me, right? Oh. Yeah, we try to link up with the CEO, Mr. Gibson Giroux, who is to join us tonight on the presentation on Blaze Communications Incorporated. We are experiencing a very poor network on the side of Mr. Gibson Giroux. And as soon as we can get it done perfectly while he's trying to work things out well on his end, we are here and there are trending issues to talk about nationally. We also hope to be getting along with the rest of the panelists, Arthur, and the other guys, Sharif, Salif, right? Yeah, Salif. Salif should be joining us as well. But as soon as we can get them coming through perfectly, yeah, we will be here to run things up to sign off time. But it's kind of difficult with Mr. Giroux. Why find his way to come through? The network is very unstable on his end. Yeah, and he's fighting his way through to come. So again, welcome, folks, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. The Blaze Communications Network Incorporated. Something we saw today on the social media. Something we saw today, and I just hope Sheku can really help us to get that rolling again with Honorable Yeke Koruba, the District Number 10 lawmaker. Honorable Yeke Koruba. Let's see if we can find it. That piece of video from Honorable Yeke Koruba speaking to the President of the Republic of Liberia. Some Liberian will say, no nonsense lawmaker. Yeke Koruba. And President's nightmare. Yeah, President's nightmare.
We'll take 5 questions.
That way, former
You have to be recognized.
now he's with
Who field your question?
Joe Walker.
Yeah, Father from Bone TV.
Yeah, Honorable Jack, and quite recently, the way you are speaking, it may platform many people who are in the public. My question is,
Relative, Lala, You only not the polar, you only appointed she when the grandmaster say like the polar one. Lala, tell me say I'm wrong.
Yes,
Then was no that no Jeremiah, you are asking you. Jeremiah could not employ a web sister to come administrate and say
I don't know what's going on.
No, tell me that. We must say that. Then tomorrow I will say, wow, all of your problem. Look, I will not become an embarrassment to what I brought. What I brought will become an embarrassment to itself. Yeah? They got two groups of him be on earth. The one I will say too soon. They got the other one I will say, why you didn't talk ever since? I'm not looking anybody face. Until you can tell me say what I'm saying a lot, I will keep talking and will keep exposing it. The people went to court. The government refused to honor the court.
Really,
How
man?
can I be
Yeah.
responsible for this? Is that what we brought change for? The same thing was
However, it's still got decline. So I have another option. What I can do here is that I can
Yeah.
check this
Good evening.
form that you have filled. You can
Morning. Good afternoon.
visit them, and with the new form, once you have a had conversation with your bank,
Welcome, Chief. Welcome.
not charged once they give us a green light.
Yeah, still trying to link up with Mr. Jeru there to join us.
not commercial, it's private. Anything that is not commercial is private. You can't own it by permission. Jeremiah Kun, that one I live in a model of 200 pounds of it. They told you more than 200 pounds. Is it not right in private jet? Is it not right in private jet? One must see reality. I say, wait for what? Until I get damaged. Then you will hold nobody will be responsible for what I did. People will hold themselves responsible for it.
Yeah,
Yes,
Archie.
Honorable Colbert, my name is Archie Boan. I have two concerns. One has to do with of recent, we've been hearing you in District 9 Representative Moswara County Specific, Honorable Frank Safoko, talking about writing plenary on the impeachment of President Joseph Yman Fuaka. How far is the communication?
Our councillors are working on any document you think about. If Joseph Boaka can
Can you-
go
can you
against
hear
the
me?
law of this country,
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Coming through.
Oh my God, our system is not too good today. It looks that we can't continue with this because it's already what time is it? What at 10 o'clock your time already? Or 11 o'clock your time?
We got 10 minutes back, 10 o'clock. Yeah, you live, Mr.
Okay.
Jeru.
Yes, I know. I'm
Yes,
live.
you're
Thank
live.
you very much. Yes, thank you. I know. Thank you. We've been having issue here, but I think we can still make it. I'm expecting we have something new today to what it called. So I'll be with you brief.
Mr. Jeru, go mute. You are
Okay,
muted.
so thank you very much. Look, yeah, I know I'm muted. I am no longer muted. You can hear me now, right?
Live and clear. You are live and
Thank
clear.
you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We are very sorry. We apologize. We apologize for this technical glitch that is troubling us. I will be expecting Mr. Salit very shortly. Today we have something new to introduce. Thank you for those of you who continue to follow us. We appreciate your time and your energy and everything that you do. We thank our correspondents. Correspondents keep bringing the stories. You bring the story not just for the website, you bring the story for us to know what is happening in the counties, and then we can discuss them. So the stories you are writing, when we discuss it, it's still the same as if it is published on the website or in a newspaper. That's why you are bringing the story. So we want you to keep bringing the story. Today we have something new that we'll be introducing to the program. It's called Letter to the Wise Man. We talked about it briefly last week, and we have 3 letters already, but we'll be discussing one today. So there are people who have issues, and they think they want solutions. Okay, and that solutions, that the solution that they want, they believe that we can provide a solution. And I'll have Mr. St. Salif, Reverend Salif, who is in fact a man of God, will come on and participate in this process. I don't know if he has. Let me see if I can put the the link in the chat room for him. The link. Let me put a link in the chat room for him. Yeah, I think he's been waiting for the link, so I'll put the link in the chat room for him. Okay, and then I will send it to himself. Okay. All right. So if we're going to read a letter, and then we'll wait for Reverend Salif. What we're going to do today, we're going to leave politics a little bit. We're going to leave politics a little bit and delve into, every time we come, we will discuss one letter for 30 minutes. That's what we're going to do. And the letter that we're going to be discussing today is right here. We remove the name of the individuals that the person named. And listen, guys, those of you who are going to be writing your letters, do not put your family member's name in there. We are not really interested in your family member's name. Okay? We are not really interested in your family member's name. We are not even interested in your own name. We don't want your name to be there. We want you to just explain the story and put your initial. Okay? So the first letter that we're going to be discussing today, we're going to read it shortly. And when we do, we are going to have Mr. Salif to come on and participate in the discussion of this letter. This is a very great letter. Trust me, guys. This is a really good letter. Really good letter. Really good letter. Yeah. So we are going to very, very good, guys. Very, very good. So we are expecting Reverend Salif to be here to participate in this letter. So before I do that, let me play one song, please. Let me play. I mean, can you play me any video there, or you don't have any video there? I can play something.
Yeah, I got a video I can roll in.
Okay, roll one video in for me while I get ready for the letter.
Yeke addressed President Boakai today, so we have that
yes,
video.
Put that one back again. I was hearing it. Put it back, and then I will come back shortly, and then we'll move it.
Okay.
So roll it, and then guys, don't go anywhere. We got a beautiful letter here today.
For what? They coined it with the LTA boss, former boss. How you do that? I mean, irresponsible and reckless.
Chief, lastly, do you care to speak about the issue of NASCOP recent, where we see some hurricanes of the Unity Party going to question task of the current?
I've spoken about it. I'm not going to go back to it. So what I said before, make reference to it.
Joseph from Lata.
Yeah, because I'm Joseph Salif from Lata. Earlier on, you wrote a communication, two separate communications, one addressing the pastor of the Ethel Baptist Church to expel the president, and you wrote a letter to the Ethel Baptist Church to expel the membership of the president, and the second one to the leadership of the Unity Party. Can you tell?
Thank you very much. Brother Salif is here, and then we'll go straight to our discussion. Today we'll let's put a human side of it today. Let's put a human side into this discussion today. This letter I'm going to read, it's a long letter, to be honest with you. She wrote a very long letter, but I just pieced it together and left and took the mean one and stuff. But so somebody was coughing in their ear and all the things that move all I wanted, but I just took the mean meat and put the meat into and put the meat inside. So let's read the first. I broke it down into two. Just imagine how long it was. I broke the letter down into two. Okay. So the first part of the letter here. The first part of the letter said, "Dear sir," in fact, the program, this one is called "Letter to the Wise Man." So, Reverend Salif is our wise man. So we are not wise. So we'll let him talk to this issue. But he going to say, I don't know whether he's listening or he going for true.
Well, I'm
so
here.
This
I'm here.
He said, okay, he said, "Hi, sir. My name is BTT." Now, the person put their name there, but I just put BTT. My name is BTT. I am a mother of 3 children, 1 boy and 2 girls. My oldest girl is 22, and she is in college and lives with me. I married my husband in Liberia 1.5 years ago. He was the best anyone could have. When we were talking, I told him about my children. I also told him they all live with me. He did not have any problem when he arrived. We're doing very good, but in the last 6 months, sorry for that typographical error there. In the last 6 months, my husband suddenly does not want to see my daughter in the house. He is not telling me anything. The letter continues. Oh, yeah. The letter continues. Last week, he moved to his sister's place. Now the sister is telling me I should send money for my husband's food because he is my responsibility. They keep calling me back to back. I sent the first $60, but I cannot continue. He said if I cannot send money, then he will divorce me. I love my husband, and I don't know why we should divorce for a problem I do not even know. 2 days before I wrote this letter, my daughter was on her way to school. She said, "Mom, don't bring that man back here." When I asked why, she did not explain. I think she means she did not explain. She still has not. What can I do in this situation? Am I a bad mother and wife? So that's the letter here. Brother Salif, what are the pieces you pick up? You are muted. Nobody is hearing you either.
Sorry. Thank you for having me, Mr. Jiro, and thank you for being here, Mr. Brooks. It's lots of moving parts. I'm trying to understand from the letter that maybe and then she went to Liberia and married somebody and brought him over. That's the first thing I pick up.
That's what I'm thinking too. It looked like she left her here, went to Liberia, got married to the guy, and brought the guy.
Yes, that's exactly what I pick up from the letter. It was implied, even though it was not explicit, but it was implied. And it's the same. Thank God I'm a minister, and that's the same thing we've been trying to say. Anywhere, and that's the fact. You can find love anywhere. And these things that are happening, I feel bad, but people have their own freedom and they have their own choices to make. They have their own decisions. And we tell people as pastors, as ministers, when you are intending to get married, why not run some things by your pastor if you go to church? If you don't go to church, find somebody. You see, the reason the West is different from Africa is the Westerners, they don't just jump up and do things. Anything they want to do, they pay millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars, just for consultancy. Meet somebody, discuss with somebody, because that thing you are about to do, somebody else might have already fallen victim of that very thing. And so you need some ideas. This is how the whole thing happens, so we don't beat up. You from America or from Europe going any other country, affluential country around the world, going to Liberia to marry somebody, you stand at a higher risk because the people in Liberia don't care. They just want to cross over. And that's what I'm deducing. And you told the man you guys were talking. I got 3
You
children.
just want to cross over. That's a new word
He-
you're giving me here.
Yeah, he just wants
They
to
just want
cross
to
over.
cross
That's all
over.
he wants. So at that, tell him, he will tell you yes. Anything you say, you even say, I got 5 children, he will say, oh, no problem. I will come. I will take care of you and your children. All he wants is to cross over. I have practical experiences on that because I have counseled people, and some of the people that go into marry, I know them. And I tell them, hey, you sure you want to do this thing? They say, oh, Pastor, lead that thing. I just want to get to the States. She do any foolishness, I'm leaving her right there. You know, so they don't love you. They're not doing it for you. You are thinking you found a spouse. He doesn't love you. He just wants to cross over. So anything he would tell you to make you go back home, marry him, do everything you want to do, he will tell you anything you want to hear. Once he gets here and gets his green card, then you really know who you've been talking to. And it's not only men and women. When I was still back in Liberia, I preached at this church and I met this young lady, very beautiful, very talented, running her own business. And she told me, I got this guy in the States that I'm talking to. He loves me. He wants to take me to the States and all of that. I said, okay, that's good. You're not going to believe it. Sometimes she will put me on the phone. I don't know the gentleman. I would talk to him. And then we got even closer when I knew where he was from, so we would talk. But listen, she came with her boyfriend. So I got uncomfortable. I said, but listen, you told me you love this guy. He's taking you to the States, but you already involved with another person. One of these days she came to, and that was the last time I told her I can't do this. She came to see me with a boyfriend, and then she called the guy. They were on the phone, and she said, oh, my pastor is here. Talk to him. So she's staging me as her pastor, even though she doesn't go to my church. So I talked energetic. He's excited about this thing. So after talking with him, I called her on the side. I said, but what are you doing? You're here with your boyfriend and you're putting me on the line with this other gentleman. And you'll be surprised what she told me. Say, oh, Pastor, lead that thing. Say, you think I care about that man? I just using him to get to the States. Once I get there, that's it. So you on this side, you think you're in love. You're not in love. That's the fact of the matter. And it doesn't matter how much we counsel these people.
Yeah,
just
exactly. Let's look at specifics.
They just want to cross over, that's all.
Let's look at some specifics here. Let me ask some specifics. Let me ask some specifics here. The woman said, this guy, she described this guy as the best anyone can have. Because they've been together for 1.5 years, and she said, this guy could be the best anyone can have. I mean, what triggered the change of attitude? If he was good, if he came and he was good, everything was going well, and all of a sudden he doesn't want to see the woman's daughter anymore. He didn't tell the woman to take the other other girl and the boy from there, but this 22-year-old girl now, he don't want to see the girl in the house. It said she didn't explain whether the girl was rude to him or whether anything they fuss or they fight or whatever. She didn't say. But why would he move out without telling the woman what's the problem? I mean,
the answer is simple.
Is
the answer is simple. What are the ages of the children? The 22 years old, yes, he got problem with that. The other 2 that he doesn't have problem with, what are their ages? I was trying to find out in the reading. Okay,
she didn't mention that.
Okay, good. That's why I specified, because I knew I pay attention. We mentioned the 22 years old because this is how this thing works out. The guy is the nicest guy that anybody should have. He's a hustler. That whole nicest, all that thing, he's a hustler. If I want something, of course I will play nice to get it. Once I get it, then you know whether I'm nice or not. He's a hustler, and he would take on any characteristics to get what he wants. Why he doesn't want a 22 years old? That's why I wanted to know the ages of the other 2 children. If they are younger, and I'm sure they're 22 years old from what I can 3 children. So that means the 22 years old is wise. She is paying attention. When the mother is at work and this is listening to conversation on the phone, paying attention. So the 22 years old got understanding of how some of these things work. In America, for a woman to be 22 years old, she's a big woman. That means she's been in relationship. She's know how men treat women. So she's looking out for her mother. She has seen some things that this hustler realized, oh, if I don't get postman soon. So that's why he must do everything to get rid of her from the house. He's just hustling. That's all he's doing. And maybe he's playing nice because I thank God for the U.S. immigration system. Even they themselves don't believe in these things. That's why when you come, they first give you 2 years green card to test and see, wait and see if this marriage is real or not. After 2 years, then
they
before
test
they get
you.
to the new
And then,
thing.
my man will not believe you. Will not think you will stay with the person. Okay, let's go to the next stage. And Brooks, I'm going to bring you in. The woman said, and this one, I think you can answer because you're in America. It's bad today. The man moved to his sister. He willingly moved to his sister. His sister is now saying, look, you gotta give me money for your husband. That your responsibility. He can't be here with me and I'll be buying food for him. You should send money. She said she sent $60 first for the man food money, but she can't continue. Is his sister right for the man money? Was she right to send the money? Why wouldn't she continue if she started already?
Is it me or Brooks?
Yeah, no, you first before I go to Brooks.
Okay, good. All right. So the whole thing is simple. And you can quote me anywhere. The sister is in on a plan. Okay? Relatives, their brothers, they can't bring them. She's in on a plan. They got
So
a
they want
relative.
to rip this woman off.
They're ripping this woman off because if you, Gibson, your brother, if he's married and you trust the marriage and you're not in on it, you're not going to encourage your brother to just walk away from his wife, from his family. I'm not going to let that happen. Okay? I will tell you, but no, you can't just leave your wife and children and move in my house. You can't do that. Okay? So you got to go back to your wife. Has she ever called this brother's wife and say, hey, what's wrong with you and my brother? He just showed up in my house, you know, and I'm telling him to go back. Okay, let's solve the problem. Okay, but she's not interested in even solving the problem. She's not even interested in knowing if there's a problem. She just takes her brother in and thinks this other person is foolish and okay, we will use her. As long as she did not drive him from the house, he decided to pack his things and leave. So you take care of your brother. If she was my church member or if I knew her personally, I would tell her, go and put in for divorce and tell the immigration, because it's 1.5 years, so he doesn't have the 10 years green card yet, okay? And also, depending on how he came, if you go there and you bring them, they give you the fiancé visa is for 90 days, fiancé visa for 90 days. Within 90 days, if you don't marry, they have to remove you from the U.S. So you come with a fiancé visa, 90 days you file. The first thing they do, they extend you your work authorization so you can be moving about while they work on your case. And then before they send you the 2 years green card, after 2 years, they invite you guys back again for another interview. When they are convinced, then they give you the 10 years. So where he's at, I'm sure he doesn't have the 10 years green card yet. And because it's 1.5 years, he still doesn't have the 2 years green card. Divorce him, report and let them remove him. Let that sister decide to help him. These are cases I work on almost every week. And I know somebody right now who has gone to Liberia and married 2 different guys. Some of them even pastors, and brought them. Once they got their green card, they've just created a problem.
Pastors are involved in the kind of
Pastors, yes.
Pastors are involved into crooking people just to come to America.
They just want to cross over. They don't care about these people. They just want to cross over.
I don't know whether the internet is feeding the internet here. Is it just me feeding the internet thing, or are you guys also feeding it?
It's only you. Me and Brooks are not feeling it.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, Brooks, let me come to you before I go back to Brother St. Salif. In Liberia, Is it possible that these guys will actually tell those people in America, the men, the women who are coming to marry them, to tell them the true nature of how they live there? What is the general idea about people coming to Liberia from your perspective? What people are discussing? What are they saying about people? I want to go to Liberia to get married, but I want to know what people are saying about us. What do you know? What the people are saying, Brooks?
On the surface of the reality, on this side in Liberia, like the man of God just said, the man is a hustler. In majority, in the numbers here, you will find them to be hustler. Once it comes to America, somebody coming from America to marry you here in Liberia, there is nothing about you have to contribute to the process. You only want to be relaxed and be dependable, depending on the person that is coming from America. So normally, even if the person is of substance here, they will pretend as if though there is nothing about them.
Oh, so even I'm working, I get this small money from there.
Yes.
I pretend like I don't get nothing, and the person from America will be sponsoring me.
Exactly. Because once it is about America, the name America, we just feel that all is heaven, bread, and butter.
Wow.
Everything is okay about you people on that side. So when you are coming, you bringing everything to marry me. Whether it's the female coming, whether it's the male coming, nothing about myself. Let me put it to me. Nothing about myself that I want to show that I'm doing and earning something that can be a contributing factor to the process. So we are not giving ourselves with the fair share of the relationship.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
It's just about their time to chop. That's the first thing they will tell you, that you're eating town. One Mr. Gibson coming from America, hey, that you're not chopping open you. One lady coming to marry you from America, that you're not eating. But just
that your luck, that your blessing there.
That your blessing. Thank you. So you are not coming in with the fair share, with the sincerity. You are not, real to anything.
So,
to go in.
Okay, so even if the person has a serious girlfriend, they are living together, and our boyfriend, because in the case that I'm a man, I want to go and marry a girl, and she has a serious boyfriend, maybe they even living together, but I don't know. Is there a possibility where she can tell me that boy is a brother or something like that, just to make sure that she get out of that place?
On the highest ratio, they will definitely not tell you the truth that they are involved or into a serious relationship. The first thing they will tell the other partner, like for example, Jeru coming to Liberia to marry, or let's say ST coming to Liberia to marry a lady, and that lady is in a serious relationship here, she will not be sincere to tell ST about what is about her here in terms of relationship. The person she would rather speak to is the relationship that is here on ground. Convince the person to pretend like a relative, not knowing. Exactly.
But if listen, no. I mean, Brooks, you're making me angry right now. You're making me angry, to be honest.
Oh, you better be patient, because when I tell you some things, you will fly out of your seat.
No. We gotta discuss the topic. They kind of all the time. Listen, I have my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Somebody else is coming to marry her, and she tell me, Gibson.
Yes.
I will see them
You
going
better
out.
accept it. You better accept it because that
better
girl.
accept it?
Yes. Nobody will take from America. Everything for America is an opportunity, like you said, blessing. Your luck. So nobody want to lose it. So they would rather talk to one of the other partner here, accept it, that I was chopping, that I was eating time here. Just be like a sister. In fact, move over to your cousin place and be there. Let I alone be in the house.
I think the topic here we'll discuss it one more time. But let me come to Brother Salif here. What the guy saying, he making me angry already. Because if I have my girlfriend and somebody is coming to marry her and I pretend that she's not my girlfriend and the guy and they get sleeping, they drink all the things. Who the hell I am? Am I still a man?
Yeah.
Let me tell you who you are, okay? I will use some words that they use. I live amongst the people. I will use some words. You know how they call you? They call you investor.
Thank you.
The girls in Liberia, they call you investor. They say they get investor 1, investor 2. Maybe you might even be investor 73. Say, oh, and you know that my other investor from the state, oh, he read it serious. He say he want that. Investor come and say, yeah. But you living with your boyfriend in the house, say, oh, leave that thing. The man, once he tell me he coming, the day I going to the airport to pick up him, Joe and myself, we already not agree. He going to stay to a friend and play. That investor only in town for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, Joe coming back to the house with dude. Let me tell you honestly, a very minute portion that are honest, they even get talked into it by say, you know, I'm a Christian, my heart not inside, I know this thing not fair. They say, you stupid. Your opportunity to go America, then you want message that love business, you come and talk here. You better jump on that opportunity and go to America. You can't talk about, you know, you really don't love the man this. Just go. Once you get your paper, you will start problem, and that is it. There was a gentleman, he married a Caucasian lady. He had a wife in Liberia and children. His wife and children. He talked to the Caucasian lady, oh, this, that, X, Y, Z, and even filed for the wife and the children and brought. No. It's two separate stories. Let me not mix it. So he brought the children. He wanted to bring the wife. The wife is back in Liberia. So he told the children, once you come, all your paper, everything correct, you should start problem. When you start problem, white people can stand pressure. Send for your money. And that's exactly what happened. By the time everybody got their paper, everything correct, before you know, problems started. Children not respecting her, that. They tried to solve it. It couldn't work. The woman too got tired. She said, nope, it's too stressful. And she left, and he brought his wife. I got 2 people that I know personally. They went to Liberia. I told them, you cannot do this. There are good men here. Look, oh no, they went to Liberia. And a pastor, somebody took that hustler, called himself a pastor, put the pastor in her house in Liberia. The pastor moved in her house with his girlfriend. Anytime they talk, you see, oh, that's my daughter. The pastor, they ain't get girlfriend in Liberia. All of them are their daughter. Oh, that's my daughter, that's my daughter. By the time, it happened to 2 of them that are close to me. By the time they go into Liberia, they tell the daughter, move out. She only here for 1 week or 2 weeks when she go, then you come back.
So let me read it. Let me read the other part. Part. I'm wondering why the little girl said this. I'm wondering why the little girl said it. The little girl said, let me see. Let me go to it quick. She made a comment here. She said, she told her mom, she said, Mom, do not bring this man back here. He said, don't bring that man back here. Why would the lady say that? And she didn't explain to her mom. She said, like, your daughter passing, going to school, and just say, oh, Daddy, don't bring that girl back here. And just go. She didn't tell you why, and she just left.
Simple. She has to protect her mother. She knows some things. that she can't tell the mother. As children, you know, it happened to me as an adult. As a pastor, that even right on Sunday, there's some things happening in my church with the same scenario, and something came up, and I know so much, but I can't tell the other person. You know, and all I told him was, listen, before you start to commit money or do anything, please let us all sit and talk. I spoke as an elder. I can go into detail. Okay. So that little girl has already known some things about this joker, hustler. Either he be on the phone, and I know somebody right now, Gibson. This young man here in America loves her so much, went back, the childhood, they grew up together. And when it was committed, he went and brought her. You're not going to believe that she already pregnant before she came. She pregnant before, yes, she was pregnant before she came. So I went and I saw her, and this person looks pregnant, and they're planning now for the wedding because she came on the 90 days something. And even though they marry in Liberia, but you know, if you go into file as the person is a married person in Liberia, the process is longer. So even though you went Liberia, you married the person, you still have to bring them as a fiancé, because the fiancé visa is less rigorous.
Yeah.
And then you have 90 days to marry the person.
Right.
So she came, she already pregnant. And I'm looking. And I said, okay, we got to first, before I can be part of it, we got to go do pregnancy test, because this person I'm looking at, and I said, Pastor, it's my rule. I don't marry a woman that is already pregnant, because spiritually I'm doing damage, because if I marry a woman that's pregnant to a man, I'm actually, in effect, marrying 3 people out. So I don't do it. You will deliver before we do the marriage. So she's already pregnant. She is pregnant. So the young man here is not responsible. So how did you bring the somebody there? And those people are the ones that coach them, like you were saying. Also, if I got a girl in Liberia, and the boyfriend, it will not be jealous of you. What they do, the two connive, they plan together, say, but when you go, he will be coaching her. When you go do SYC, do this, do this, do this. By the time you get a green card, you move to your sister place, and then this happen. Wait for the 10-year green card. Don't get it 2 years, because he will mess you up. So she will just be there pretend. By the time they get her that 10 years green card, and the rule is, once you have the 10-year green card, you can apply for your citizenship. So she will just be there, say, by the time you can move to your sister place, when you get it, then you send for me. So her love is not you. Her love is the man back in Liberia. So she will use you as the ladder to climb, and then she will go and bring the other person. So while you are at work, they will be talking on the phone. They will be texting each other because of the time difference. So I know that 22 conversation, I've seen some activities that made her to tell her mother, do not bring him back to this house.
Let me before we can leave this topic, it is a very great story. It's a very great story here. The woman says she loved ST. Let's speak from the woman perspective.
Yeah.
The woman say, I love my husband.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we should divorce for a problem I do not even know.
Yeah.
I mean, what can she do? I mean, she loves the man. Letting the man go is a terrible experience for her. She did everything. You know what I mean? Spend the money, do everything. Yeah. The man came, show good side of him, and let me put on the screen. Let me put up on the screen. She said,
when you were reading it,
week,
I got it right here. Yeah.
Yeah. She said last week he moved to his sister's place. Now the sister is telling me that I should send money for my husband's food because he is my responsibility. They keep calling me back to back. I sent the first $60, but I cannot continue. He said if I cannot send money, then he will divorce me. I love my husband, and I don't know why we should divorce for a problem I do not even know.
Yeah.
I mean, how can she manage her love? How can she manage that love?
The thing is simple. As a pastor, this is how I counsel people in your life.
Okay, I think this man want to Bros want to come in. Then you can come after.
Okay.
Bro. I see Bro Bob shaking, he's smiling. That Bro, what do you want to say?
Yeah, another way I'm thinking, how sure are we if this sister is his sister?
Oh, don't do that one. Don't do that one.
Oh no, it's true.
No,
We
no,
don't
no,
know
no,
who
no.
she is. No, it's true.
How
It could be
sure
another
we-
girlfriend.
Oh,
No,
How
Brooks
sure-
is right. Brooks is right.
How in the world, Chief, how in the world the sister would be the one demanding for full money for her responsible brother that is responsible and legally married, that way unceremoniously leave his marital home and just bank in her home? How is she considering she the sister now? If she's the real sister, how is she considering her home first with her own husband if she got one now? So we gotta check and counter cross.
That's a great point. That's a great point. We gotta do background check on our sister.
Know if the sister is the real one.
That's right.
Keep calling back to back. Hey, come on.
So here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing, Gibson.
No,
and make this your rule.
We'll continue the letter program.
As a pastor, when I'm counseling people, I tell you in the first place, make it a rule in your life. Do not marry who you love. Because the person you love may not love you. Marry who loves you, and you be the one to make it up. Because you depend, if you love the person, then you depending on the person to make it up to you. It may never happen. To marry the person that loves you.
Yes.
And you be the one to make it up, then you are protected.
That way you can manage your expectation.
You can manage the don't put yourself on the person you love may not love you, and you are men. There are so many people that have loved you as men ran after you, and some girls, you told your man and you said, I know I don't like this girl, but she's just crazy over me. So you might be loving somebody and the person don't even think about you. You are not their type. But he only used you to come to the States. He just wanted to cross over. So now that he's here, that person, he's gone to the proposer's sister. Okay, we don't know who are actually the brother, and you care about your brother. Have you reached out to your brother's wife? He said, hey, what happened? Your husband showed up in my house. He's here. How can we solve the problem? That's how responsible people do it. But that person is
that's
in
something
on
I
it.
expected the woman to do. Call and say, man, what's going on with your man? My brother here. Why you doing my house?
Yeah.
I want you to come so we can talk about it. But you keep the man and tell you that you must send me money or you
must send money. That's not your
Why is he in my house?
responsibility.
And now, because she says she's not going to continue to send money, the man say, "Oh, if you can't, if you're not be sending the money, then I will divorce."
Yeah, go divorce.
You see that?
So he's not in it. He's a hustler.
What running to his mind about divorce?
Brooks say, "You see that, bro? What do you mean by you see that? What do you mean by that?"
Yeah, Chief. I will divorce if you can send the money. What took you from the house?
They're trying to use her.
I'm enjoying this now. I'm enjoying it now more than before. I was getting there, but I enjoying it.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Leave the house. That you will tell your wife if you can send money only because for food, you will divorce. Meaning he enjoying himself with the proprietor's sister.
Technically, you are only my husband while we're together in the house. If you absconded from the house, you went somewhere else, wherever you are, let them take care of you. And it's possible that's not his sister.
Yeah, we got
originally I was thinking that maybe that guy, I was not thinking about all the one you were expecting. I say maybe that guy moved out of the house because maybe he made an attempt on the 22-year daughter, and because he don't want to be exposed, so he left the house. But what you guys are saying now, it changed my opinion about it. Because the little girl too, she didn't show any sign like maybe telling her mom anything suspicious. She just told her mom, say, don't bring that man back here. and she left.
Now
She didn't tell her mom.
you just brought in something that could also be a possibility that he sexually attempted to do something to the 22 years old.
Because
And
all of a sudden, after
yeah.
1 year, you don't want a little girl in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Out of nowhere, you were good, you were nice, everything. Now you're telling the woman, oh, they can't live with us in the house.
He might have made some
Why?
advances at her. He might have made some advances.
He
her.
must have made some advances.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people who are good at that, Salif.
He might have made
There are
a
lot of
pass
people
on
who-
her,
Yeah. Mhm.
and then she
something
can't tell
earlier
her mother.
you guys said something earlier. I think I heard that from ST, and that the girl might be a smarter child
Yep.
as per her age in the home.
Hmm.
Other ways, out of the two ways, either she might be a smarter child that is following keenly and understanding his kind of tricky attitude as he go along with the mother, and he can manage with this girl in the home because she can read between lines. She's following. The mother does not care because she's in love.
And she's working overtime to get money to
Yeah.
take care of the man.
Okay, to do everything to please this man, and he's just there playing his corny game. And he might have noticed that this girl is the kind of a smart, quote unquote, smart person observing him, or we may be thinking the other way.
Yep, he might have
He
made a
attempted.
pass.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's go to the verse. Now she wants a verse. Let me put it on the screen. She now wants a verse. She said, what can I do in this situation? Am I a bad mother and wife? What can she do? Let's start with Brooks.
Well, considering herself to be bad mother or not, I don't know from which angle she's coming from. Maybe because she's just in love. And she loves, like she said, he is he's a man that any other person would want for who he is to her. Maybe because she's not responding to the full money, and he asking her for the daughter to leave the house, and she's not considering that. So considering herself to be bad mother or not, for me, she shouldn't dare, sackle herself to know whether she's a bad mother or not. She should get to know or understand first like the Reverend just said, marry somebody that loves you, not who you love. She's not understanding that the guy don't love her. All she understands is she loves the man. So to see herself whether she's a bad mother or not, well, it's complicated in that direction. But I could
What's about wife?
advise.
Is she a bad wife?
No, she's not a bad wife. She's not a bad wife. Maybe she could just be talked to by some counselor, like Reverend will come in, or men of God will come in more to that, But for me, she's not a bad wife, and she's not a bad mother. She only needs to learn more as to know her safety in a relationship.
Okay, so I will clarify the two other children questions that STIs. I'll clarify the two other children's ages today, tomorrow, and if any new development, we'll go back on this. But for now, ST, what can she do?
She can do a couple of things. If she a great relationship, so I will look at the two sides of the coin. If they had that great relationship, she loved him that much, then of course, as a marriage counselor, why did he abscond from the home? What happened? It's two ways. One way is he's a hustler and he just came to use her to get paperwork. The other side of the story that I was going to bring in later, and thank God you, was he an honest guy? Because the write up, there are so many gaps that we need to fill out. So there is two is too the information is too limited to decide whether she's a bad wife or
Wait, ST, wait.
Okay.
I got a text message here.
Okay.
Good evening, host. I am watching you guys discussing the issue with the woman. Even though I do not know who she's talking about, but you guys are not looking at whether the woman has been a bad person to this guy. Did she perform her marital, I think mean marital duties? Did she perform her marital duties? You guys are only bashing the guy, but you are not discussing the woman's own ways and attitude.
I wish you didn't read the text, because I told you I will look at it from two sides. So it's the second side I was about to bring in, and that's what the text is speaking to.
Oh,
because
I hope the guy said that.
There are some instances, right? There are other instances that I know about personally. Person that brought from Liberia is sincere, is honest. And the person here in the US is not honest. Okay, I have seen the two scenarios.
Most
time it's the women. They go there and bring somebody and try to use the person. They tell their friends. I listened to their conversation. I sat with them and they say, "Oh, that one." They thought I went to Labrador drinking. I was using like my. He would do that. He would do that. He tried to complain. I tell him I'm not doing the paperwork again. You know,
it could also be ST. It could also be we look too many. We look one side for long. It could also be the woman is using her daughter to carry her messages to her other boyfriend and do stuff.
It could be. That's what I said. The information is limited to decide, what actually is going on. But I'm just looking at those two scenarios. He could be a hustler that came. It could be. But, again, that's what I tell people. In married relationship, two grown-ups coming together already set in their ways, there will be conflicts. Even if both of them were living in Liberia and they were married, they will have misunderstanding. If even himself was here and a U.S. citizen they married, they will have understanding. But it becomes worse. It becomes worse when one party went to Africa and married somebody and brought them. It becomes worse because no more human misunderstanding in marriage. When they come up, any way you respond to it, one person will think another way. Oh, you're doing this because you're giving me paper. Or, oh, you're doing this because you're using me. No, those are normal human occurrences within marriage. Men and women are different. But because paperwork is involved, the tension is even higher. The risk is even higher. So every little misunderstanding tied to, okay, we are two different individuals trying to know and understand each other. Everything will boil down to, I brought you to this country, or, oh, you think you're doing this because you're trying to give me paperwork. It's the problem. So either way, there's tension. But the reason we're basing it mostly on the guy being a hustler, that the lady said there was no reason. He didn't give her reason. He doesn't. How you just walk out of the home? Tell me, okay, we have problems. Okay, I did this, or I cheated on him, or you just walk out of the home. There is no explanation. The sister you claim to go to, the sister has not called to say, hey, somebody got to get together and talk. Let's know the mind of the man. Why did you walk out of the home? So here's my advice to her. Here's my advice to this person. There are a few things you can do. No man exists by himself. For the fact you married him, I'm sure you went to Liberia. I'm sure he might have shown you to some. He called his friends or his relatives that you got their contact. Call them and find out, is this person actually the person that I brought, or did he have ulterior motive? Get somebody that's close to him and get information. What has he told you? Because I don't know why he wants the divorce when we don't have any problem. If you play all your cards, the person that is calling you to send money, they call the sister, call her on the phone. What's going on? If you were married, left you and came here, wouldn't you want me to call you to find out what's going on? Why can't we solve this problem? Call meeting. He should have an uncle. One good thing about Liberia, there is nobody from Liberia who does not have relatives in America. So call somebody, call a meeting when everything still
Can I
doesn't.
advise the woman? Can I advise the woman to go ahead and agree for the guy to divorce?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to. The divorce should be the last thing. If they are having normal marital problem, the divorce should be the last resort. Okay, because I'm not as a pastor, I'm not just going to say go to divorce. I can only send you to divorce when like they call it on ground of incompatibility. If we exhaust every means and we realize there's no way forward, then I will tell you, yes, you gotta go and dissolve this thing. But the first thing, we want more information, call some meeting, let other people reach out to him. Hey, what's happening? Somebody reach out to me. This. Can we talk about this thing? Let us have a meeting. Let's broker something. Let's see if they can get help. Maybe the guy is being abused and he decided to run. I don't want the paperwork anymore. I will just leave quietly. Maybe that could be the case. Or maybe he might have made a pass on the woman's 22-year-old daughter. That's a grown woman, 22-year-old daughter, living in the house of man, working how many hours? I don't know what profession. If she's in a medical profession, she's doing 10, 12-hour shift every week. And that kind of fresh young lady in the house every day, you make a pass on her. Now you gotta, it will be a problem. So you're embarrassed. You want to push her out of the house. She doesn't want you. And those are things that girls cannot easily tell their mother that, oh, your husband made a pass on me. They can't say it. It's difficult. So she will just bear. And then when the guy himself leave by himself, don't bring this man back in this house. Because she can't tell her mother that he made a pass on me, at me. So that's the problem. So let's exhaust every means we can before we send them to divorce.
We have one more letter. I don't know whether we can continue with the letter, but we'll have another great letter tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's try that. Let's try the second one and see.
This one was written by CDM. I'll just give you a gist, a paragraph from the middle of that letter. She said, "My husband was the man who raped me. We got married because he said it would be a shame to his family if he went to jail. Now he is calling me a desperate woman." So that's what we'll be discussing tomorrow. We'll bring all the details. We'll bring all the other details, what transpired. But this guy raped her, and her age and everything is there, how old she was when she was raped. And because the guy does not want to go to jail, so he told her, like, just marry me, and then they will not send me to jail. Because when you don't marry me, they will charge me with rape and I will go to jail. And then the family went, they did a marriage, traditional marriage, quick, and they got married. But now they are all together. They are together now, but he's using it. He say, "You desperate woman, you are desperate to marry me." So I don't know. So she now wants to leave.
We want our listeners to be on the show tomorrow to hear this.
Yeah.
So we'll just give them a little gist. I think she herself is a culprit. The woman is a culprit. Yeah, she's a culprit.
I mean, hold on.
Oh,
you cannot connive with a criminal.
we should not eat the cake before the wedding day.
She connived with a criminal to shoot.
Why? I didn't say my man comment.
No, I want to whet the appetite of our listeners for tomorrow.
SD is already mad.
I tell you, SD want also hear our salary before payday.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to make you to work harder for the salary.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, tomorrow we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that.
Do we have any comments from the listeners?
Well, we don't have a lot of comments today. Our system was giving too much problems, so a lot of people. We don't have a lot of comment. Only one person comment is more important here. This one says, "Good evening, Gibson and Brooks." I say I'm watching from Grand Judah, and this is the only comment I think I don't know who this person was referring to. It says you are side chick. So you side piece. Who is the side piece?
The wife that he married. The wife he married is the side piece.
It was when you
So
asked
the
the
wife
question.
became side piece now.
Yeah.
So he turned her wife into side piece. Is that what she said?
No, terrible things happen. No, terrible things happen. Sometimes, rightly said, this person he's calling sister could actually be the girlfriend. She did not have the means to go bring him from Liberia. All these things are contrived, okay? They contrived. So they can work it out.
They are always contrived, yes.
Yes, since the guy wants to marry you, and since the lady wants to marry you and bring you, just agree when you come here and problem can, then you just come to my own place.
That brother Wahala and say,
what did we see the thing right here? The thing happening right here.
Every day. It happens every day, Gibson. Every day.
So what I will do a little promo tomorrow before we come on of our second letter and encourage our followers to come and participate in the discussion. We'll read their comments. So we want to see how she became a raped victim, and then she agreed to marry the guy. And now the guy is telling her, "Oh, you were so desperate to marry me," and she mad now. She want to get out of it. I don't know, but with the details are struggling. The details are funny. We got 3 letters so far. If you have any issue or you know anybody who want to discuss their issues, tell them to write me. Send me an inbox, and always you can text me on 612-607-9281. You can send it to Brother Sally. He get it. He will bring it to me. And I will fix it. We'll put it on. Any of my panelists, you can send it to them. We will not mention your name. We'll remove your name. We'll remove any situation that will directly identify you. We can promise you that you will never easily be identified like the first letter we read. There's no way you can even trace the person where he lived. We didn't even put a state that she talked about. The address she put there, where the sister lived. We remove all of those things because we don't want that sister to be identified. Once you know the sister, you will know the guy. You know the guy, you will know the woman. Yeah, so thank you very much, Brother Sally. Let me take your final comment, because today we actually late. Tomorrow we'll be on earth. I will be in Bismarck. We'll be on early tomorrow. So let me get your final comment on this issue.
Yeah, as a pastor, we always counsel people. If you know you're going into such a thing, consult your pastor. If you go to church, consult your pastor. If you don't go to church, find somebody who has had similar experience and let them guide you. I mean, you can find love anywhere, but you want to be careful, because putting your hard-earned labor and sweat into something that's not going to work out is not fun. America is a tough place to live. And so for somebody to put all their earnings into something that we know is not right. Also, those of us that are back in Liberia, you don't understand the stress and the struggle people go through here in America. If you want to come to America, be sincere, be open, and let people know.
At least try. Try.
Yeah. Try. You can't do. To deceive somebody is just not right, because tomorrow you have children. When you sow this kind of negative fire on your own children tomorrow. So let us do everything to protect each other. And if you know your heart is not in it, just walk away. Just don't force it. I knew a pastor, also and most of these things happen to pastors, because these women, when they hear that the guy is a pastor, oh my goodness, they are into it, so those guys just take on all kinds of titles, the pastor, and they are the ones that are right. Don't play on people's emotion. It's not right.
I have one here for pastor. The girl, she's a member of the church. At the 3rd letter, I think that only 3 letters we have so far. We are encouraging people. The girl is in the church. The church pastor is preaching certain doctrine. She's living by the doctrine. The pastor broke the doctrine, broke her own preaching, did opposite, and came back to them to accept it. And she's now saying she want to get out of the church. but she loved all the other people in the church. Other people are good. The church has good spirit, and then we'll bring that one up tomorrow. We'll give it as a teaser for the next day. After we discuss the second letter, we'll do that as a teaser. So we need more letters. If you are here, please, my number is my WhatsApp. Please send your letter. Go to my inbox. Send it to the inbox. Send it to my WhatsApp. Send it to my text message. My email. No, don't send it to the email. Maybe I'll not see it. Too many letters in that email. But if you can, send it to mongboe2002 mongboe2002 Let me do my closing, and we'll leave Brooks to be here. Look, these things are terrible, terrible, terrible. You know, people like Brooks said, people in Monrovia or in Liberia, they have the mindset that people who are coming from here, they can croak them. You have to understand that they have to understand that the people are not coming there just because they want bluff. It is because of the insincerity of certain people here, or why even their own life, what they have done, and they can't find anybody here anymore. Or they have the boys here too. They don't care. All they want to do is to just malass. And somebody say malass and a Labro way. Is to just go around these girls, take money from them, and don't be committed to them. So when they look at it, say, okay, let me go to Liberia. I got my old boyfriend there those days. Let me go bring him. Or the guy I was talking to the other day, he sounds very decent. So when the people come, even the guys too, the guys go there and get women. I mean, you can try. If you want to even leave the woman, don't leave her with tears in her eyes, like this guy had done. I will move to your sister place. Then your sister, so-called sister. In fact, bro, Megan, now I don't even think she's sister. So-called sister, who is demanding money for them to feed you. I mean, jealous, she's a stupid person. Oh, that gets to it. She will feed you. You will be here, she will feed you. And she don't want to bro you. And she not even had a responsibility to send money there. If you walk out of the house, she got no responsibility to send money there for you. And thank God she said she's not going to do that. If the guy want to divorce, the Reverend said it should be the last course. But I think if you look at it and you're not going to see the hair and tail, it better you let the man divorce. And let's see if he can live with somebody and croak them the same way he croaking you. So thank you very much, guys. And tomorrow,
and she wants to be the one to remind the West that it is our responsibility to feed our customers.
That's the only annoying thing in the whole thing.
Those who want to go, they bring new things.
As if though the wife is not in the know.
No, the wife doesn't know that her responsibility. She the sister. She not calling it. No. I'm gonna bring new discussion. She not calling the wife to say, come, let's solve this problem. I got my own man here. I can't have this guy be here. Okay.
Thank you.
So I want your guy to come back to you. And I think you're doing well. Come, let's talk this thing so you can come back. Instead of that, you say your man here, you must send money so I can be feeding him. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No.
She doesn't have good intention. That's not good intention.
I don't think we exhausted the topic.
Even if the wife will not respond or do it, that's your brother.
Yeah,
that's your brother. But if you think you can have it, if you think you can host your brother and not encourage him to go back home, why would you want people to send money for 2 hours to eat? Because the money they send you will eat too.
It is the both of them playing.
She's in on it. She's in on it.
Yeah, the wife is their chopping spot.
Yep.
Brother Sally, we exhausted the topic.
We were talking. Tomorrow we're exhausted tomorrow.
We'll bring the topic back later on in the future and exhausted. But tomorrow we got a new topic. A lady was raped at a certain tender age. The guy raped her and the guy said, please, just let me marry so they can't take me to jail. She agreed to marry. And then now the guy is using it against her and say, you are so desperate to marry me. That's why you marry me at the age you marry me. Now we don't know what the woman wants to do. She wants to take a decision. We'll see what that decision is. Come tomorrow and make your comment. Thank you very much. Yeah, guys, thank you very much and bye.
Have a good night, everybody.
All right, Brooks, thank you.
Okay, folks, you been following us from Liberia here in America on our stream, beaming on Blaze Communications Network Incorporated. We had tonight the panelists hosted by Mr. Gibson Giroux, our host and CEO of Blaze Communications Incorporated. And also we have ST Salif, who also took part as a panelist on the discussion tonight. God willing, later on today, yeah, that's earlier on this morning, Sheku Lasanan Sapewa is going to be here on this very platform again on the Blaze Communications Network Incorporated. And we say many, many thanks to you. My name is Benjamin Brooks. Thanks to our viewers. Thanks to those who helped to share this broadcast. We say we're going to be always together to make you feel better. Have a wonderful time and bye-bye.